I think people view me as quite confused or conflicted. I think sometimes I'm overexpressive of my emotions, but I feel like that's, it's hard not to be at a time like this. Like, at the end of the day, you know where you want to be and you know what you have to do to get there. I do quite a lot of different weird stuff, and to me it all kind of makes sense, but that's because I'm viewing it. From an outside perspective, it's kind of like, what's actually going on here? My name is Aidan, and at the moment my hobbies consist of mainly making music and sleeping, because we're in a pandemic and you should not be outside with your friends. But I'm trying to work towards making like a community-based video idea where it's kind of like I talk about things people are going through possibly, or like feel alone with in general, and just like upload them and see who it reaches and try and help people out in general. It's important for people to feel like they are understood, or like have somebody to talk to and stuff. No matter your age or anything, it doesn't matter, Sometimes it's just good to know somebody understands what you're going through. Yeah, no, I'm not really doing that much at the moment, but soon, like just kind of focusing on making music and possibly designing some clothing sort of stuff and working on like video projects, but that's about it really. Things that I feel like affected how I view the world and in general, like from a younger age, my family was very like, not musical, it's the wrong word, but they definitely influenced me with their music tastes and the genres they liked. My dad was quite like, he liked quite psychedelic sort of type music. I remember listening to some music, and recently I kind of rediscovered it and I was like, I recognise this. So I asked about it, and it turns out it was played quite a lot around me as a child. And I feel like that gave me it kind of like shot me back to being a kid. It was weird, it was really cool actually. And like a few things have definitely impacted me enough to, I can say, has changed my life. Whether that's experimenting with stuff like drugs and just kind of doing whatever. And it wasn't like to be cool or to fit in or anything. I just kind of wanted to see the world in a different way, do you know what I mean? Like, so I think doing it kind of changed my perspective on life because I wanted it to. And I was kind of fed up with the way like everything looked so normal, like I definitely dabbled in psychedelics quite a bit when I was like not a little bit younger. It was like a year and a half ago maybe, and it definitely changed me, but I think it changed me for the better because I was so much more understanding of the world. Like I just saw it all for like how it is instead of how it's kind of been constructed, how it's been constructed, which was cool. It was definitely an experience. There's just so much that can affect somebody, even a small thing can affect like someone so massively. So I feel like so many different things add up to who you are today. It's just like, just gotta be yourself. That's it really. I think I'm very compassionate and supportive with the people around me, and I feel like I'm very understanding and accepting of like all things. I never really judge people for anything they do. With like people wearing skirts and they're men, like who cares? Go do it. It doesn't matter, like I think everyone should just do whatever they want, really. I don't really know how I view myself because I don't really think about it. Like I think a lot about what people think about me, but I don't actually think about who I actually am, and I feel like I get quite lost in that sometimes. I just try not to think about myself too much because it's not important really. I think obviously it's a dilemma because you never know who's going to die, and no one deserves to like just die in general really. Especially not just a random person just trying to live their life. But if you did do that, you could definitely give back to a lot of people and supposedly make the world a better place. And you press that button like a certain amount of times and you're probably going to be like the richest person in the world, which is crazy. Like, you could do so much good with that money, like, yeah, I think I would, but it's a difficult one because I don't think anyone deserves it, but I'm not sure. It's difficult, but yes, I think I would. I definitely believe in karma, and when it comes down to it, I feel like if you press that button it could be anybody. It could be someone you know, someone you love, someone you care about, and then it wouldn't be worth it because you can't replace somebody. That person you're killing has people like that as well in their life. So it's a bit of a fucked up situation because, you know, every person in the world like has somebody who loves them or like will miss them. No, obviously not, because that person like means something to me, but it's still wrong to press the button in general. Is it? Yeah, no, I wouldn't, no, because I care about my family. And it's like, oh, well, if you're fine with killing one person, then it should be fine to kill someone you know, because it works both ways. No, I would not. I would not kill my family member. No. Yeah. No, I would. I'd flick the lever because at the end of the day, you think about it like there's 5 people, there's one person. You either save one person or you save 5 people. Like, if you're just going solely off numbers, like everyone's equal in this basically because there's still a life being lost. I think I would turn it off just to one person even if I was responsible for that, because I'd also be responsible for saving 5 people. You know, if you weigh it out, it's kind of like, yeah, sure, you're responsible, but someone else is responsible for putting the train there in the first place. So it's like, what am I really responsible for here, you know? I think so. I think I would flip it, even if it was somebody like I cared about. And it's just because, like, at the end of the day, nobody really deserves to die any less or any more than anybody else. I think everyone's equal. It would be selfish of me to save someone I cared about when other people are losing people they care about. So I think, no, I would still do it. I would still definitely still turn it, save the 5 lives. Obviously, it would be a lot more sad in my situation. But you know, it's still 5 lives. It's still 5 lives. I make music, at the moment at least, to try and voice a feeling or like feelings. Because if somebody else is like going through that, or maybe not even going through that, but just, it's almost like a look into something, like how you feel. It's almost like my therapy, like to kind of just speak my mind into a song and like cleverly word it. My music, it almost takes away from what I'm feeling, because it's like I'm putting everything I have into it. It's something that I can kind of transfer all my negative or positive thought into. It kind of takes it off my mind, it puts it somewhere else. It's almost like storing it, I'm storing it in a bank, and it's music, you know? I like making stuff that like maybe no one's heard before, like weird, not stuff no one's heard before, because everyone's heard everything before. You know, like nothing's original. You can just put your own spin on it. Like everything's like that. I just want to put emotion out there, possibly to somebody who needs to hear something, or is going through it and can resonate with me, or is just wanting to listen to it. You know, whether it's designing stuff or drawing or making music, or just the whole world is just a blank canvas, and you can paint it however you want to. And you know, we all have our different ways, we all have our different tools of painting, or you know, like whether it's your voice, or you can play something, or you draw, anything that you do, you could speak, and you could speak to somebody. Like something you say, you can speak to somebody. You don't have to present it in an artistic way. You present yourself how you want to be presented, and that's, I think, why I make music, to give myself a voice, give other people voices, you know, they may not have found or may not have themselves. No, I don't think I am, because I don't feel like it's necessary to always show 100% of who you are, or like how you feel all the time, because people won't really understand it. So like, say if I did something really weird, like I wouldn't always show that I did that, or like go out in public in a weird way, which I'm trying to like stop doing that. And like I should stop caring what people think about me, because it doesn't matter. There's like 2 sides to me, and it's like, okay, he's pretty normal, and then there's like, you're just fucking weird. Like there's no in between. Well, there is, obviously, but like I find it hard to balance them. So when I'm trying to be like unusual, or like when I just am being unusual in general, I find myself like kind of masking it and not acting like that all the time, because like I just feel like people don't understand it because people are so used to like normal behavior, just people acting normal in general, or like being normal or fitting in or whatever. And I feel like I don't all the time. So I definitely not try to fit in, but I just definitely tone it down to a point where it's like digestible for people who like don't always feel so open to like new things or change. Like there's just such a different spectrum of like attitude when it comes to people, and it's not always dependent on age, but like you know, some people my age wouldn't understand like why I do the things I do, I say, like, or why I act a certain way, or I just am myself. I just don't think people are comfortable with something that's too far left or right. They like it just bang in the middle, and I don't usually fit into like the middle, if you get what I mean. I think in this world you should be yourself in general and not let people kind of put you in a box or tell you like how not to be. Just live for yourself and do things for yourself, not other people. Just do what you want, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You're the one experiencing it, not somebody else. They don't know what you want to do, they don't know how you feel. You know how you feel, you know what you want to do. It's good to explore your options. It's good to experiment with different things. You'll never know what you truly want to do unless you do that, or you'll never know what you truly can be. Yeah, no, like just don't base your opinions and the way you live your life on somebody else's. I find myself wanting to like kind of make a name for myself. I don't want fame. That's definitely not what I'm talking about. I just want to be remembered for doing something cool, or like something that just changed the world. Like, and it sounds so cliche, I get it. Like I get that sounds so cliche. I want to change the world. Okay, sure. I want to give people a different outlook at the world. I think just don't waste potential. You know, I see the world as it's just like one big opportunity. But you just have to take them. You take every single opportunity you're given, because why not? It doesn't hurt you to try things. You know, even if you do waste a little bit of time, you have more time, it's fine. I feel like a lot of people either try and fit in or like follow what's already kind of been done because it's been known to be successful. I don't know how like my opinion varies to other people because it's their opinion. I don't know what their opinion is or their outlook or their anything, their view of the world is. But it's just about being yourself and being okay with that and not wanting to change who you are for someone else. And don't let anybody change you or try and change you or try and make you be something you're not.